Across to Annelies Richmond ji, who's joining us now. If you have watched the Yoga Day celebrations at the UN headquarters, she was the one leading everybody, leading the proceedings there. She's a yoga guru herself, a very senior teacher at the Art of Living, and I'm hoping she's able to join us. Annelies ji, namaste, and thank you very, very much for your time. I know you're just stepping out of the UN headquarters. How was the experience? I believe you've walked into the record books.
Yes, it was overwhelmingly beautiful. It was quite an honor and privilege that Art of Living Foundation was invited to lead the yoga for Prime Minister Modi ji and the mayor of New York City. And we got to have our young yoga enthusiasts, as young as the age of 8, were part of leading the yoga. They trained for a few weeks for this, and it was very, very beautiful and very inspiring to see Prime Minister Modi ji practicing yoga with so much, passion and so much presence in the middle of this beautiful field with everyone.
Was he able to do the entire routine? Did you get a chance to speak with the Prime Minister?
I did. He came and spoke with us afterwards. He actually invited all of the children to come visit India. They were very excited about that. And he told us that we led it perfectly with much precision, and he was very happy about it and the peaceful meditation. And it's really wonderful to meet him in person. You can tell he practices yoga and meditation because he has such a peaceful and welcoming vibe.
Were you nervous? You are leading perhaps the largest group of nationalities. That's the Guinness record that you have set. Maximum nationalities coming together to perform yoga. I know you're a senior teacher, but was there any nervous moment for you?
Maybe I was a little nervous because I've been leading yoga and meditation with Art of Living for 23 years.
Yes.
But I normally lead according to what I feel the audience wants. But this time there was a protocol, of course, and I had to learn the protocol. But once I stepped onto the stage and saw so many beautiful people ready to practice, I realized we're here to make them feel peaceful. So it was actually very peaceful. I do feel like that this is a chance for us to express that the world is a one world family, Vasudeva Kutumbakam,
yes,
which is one of the most beautiful messages that comes out of India. And today we truly had a one world family, 135 countries in one yoga session. Art of Living will also be doing this in Washington, D.C. on the National Mall, right in front of the Capitol building.
Wow.
The World Culture Festival
yes, in September.
Also will bring together 180 countries as a one world family on September 30th and September 29th and October 1st. And that is the next step to make 100,000 people meditate together and practice yoga. So in the United States, we're very inspired by this concept of one world family, and we'd like to help make it happen.
Is yoga science or spiritualism? Is there any element of theology involved to all the naysayers who believe it's a religious push, it's a Hindutva push? Annelies ji, for somebody who's been practicing it for 23 years, let me ask you.
You know what's interesting is in 2004, about 5 years after I started teaching yoga and breathing techniques through the Art of Living, I took it into the public school system and into the universities in the USA. We now have it in 108 universities, public and private. And I would say the human being breathes, right? Do you breathe? I also breathe. There's nothing spiritual, well, there is spiritual, but nothing religious or theological about breathing. It is something that's connected to the human nervous system. And when we get in touch with our breath and learn how to use it, we learn how to calm our emotions, maintain peace and equanimity. Even in the midst of chaos, we can be very strong, calm, and powerful. And that's something that every human being who has 2 feet and 2 eyes needs to learn how to do. And that is something basic and also spiritual to the human existence.
So science and spiritualism, nothing religious about it. That's what you're saying. That's the art of living. And that's what you're practicing. And you've made so many of them do today at the UN headquarters. Annelies Richmond ji, thank you so much for your time and at short notice for joining us here this evening. Thank you so much.